Happy Monday, writers. Welcome back. We are going to start our new unit today. So you guys have done a great job in your narratives for the start of the year. And so we're going to move into a new kind of writing today called expository writing. We will be creating an essay in this unit plus an infographic, which we will look at more tomorrow. And so expository writing is, instead of a story, like a narrative, expository writing is informative, or it explains things. So we see all sorts of expository writing all around us in magazine articles when you learn about a topic, a newspaper article, an infographic, which is a picture kind of poster that tells you information, or essays that are just describing things, that are informing you. They're telling you what happened or telling you how things work. And so for this unit, you guys will be starting to pick a topic. You will get to pick a topic that you would like to research. You can know some of the things already about it, but something that you would like to research and find more about and present in an essay. So as all good writers do before they just start writing or researching, they want to plan. They want to spend some time brainstorming or generating ideas. And so that's our goal today, is to pick some ideas of topics that interest you, that are also researchable, because you're eventually going to be using this topic to research, find facts about, and then write about them later on. So I have a plan page for you, and it has 3 steps today. And I'm just going to model for you real quickly my process of what I think I'm going to write about this time. So let me share my screen. You will see this PDF on your Canvas page under in the yellow independent workbox. So this is what you will be doing today. So since we're just figuring out a list of topics, the first thing I wanted to do was just think through, in this number 1 part here, think through what interests me. What are some topics that I could eventually write about and create and research things about? And so obviously I want to write about something that is important to me or that I like. And so you as well have a lot of choices there. So I broke this up into 4 questions to ask myself. And as you can see, I didn't write sentences. I just listed things that I could answer about this for me. So for me, what matters to me, I was thinking, well, obviously one of the first answers is my family. Okay, my husband, my daughter, my extended family. And then I also put something interesting. I have recently read or watched a documentary on the problem of the world's oceans getting filled with trash. And I knew that that was a problem, but the documentary really interested me. So I put something that matters to me that's new, is that cleaning up the ocean pollution problem. It's a bigger deal than I thought it was, apparently. And then in this category, what do? I love to travel. Before on COVID days, that's what I would do. I love to drink coffee. I could definitely research and report on types of coffee. And I could definitely research and report on, places to travel or how to travel. What do I know? Well, I know how to organize well. My friends and family are always telling me I'm super organized. I know how to cook Asian and Middle Eastern food, mainly because I lived in Asia for a time, and then my husband is from the Middle East. So I've learned quite a bit of different kinds of ways to cook. Where do I go? I love the mountains in Colorado because I grew up there. In Kansas City, I love to shop, good shopping places on the plaza or someplace. And then I put Hugoton, Kansas, which is this small, tiny town that I grew up in as a kid. So the first goal here is just to list ideas. You can see I put 2 or 3 in each box, and I am not going to research all of these topics. I'm just listing ideas, okay? After you've done that, you're going to look at number 2. You're going to choose one of these topics up here that you're going to dive into more and think about more. I chose ocean pollution, as you can see, and I'm going to I put some different facts that I already knew. Like I knew that I had read in this or seen in this documentary that we have a place called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which has like, they said like 2 trillion tons of trash of little tiny plastics just circling around. Um, and I also knew that a lot of animals die from the plastic. And so I have my facts here in blue. And then I also started to just put down some questions that I could find out about that are of interest to me. Like, how did all this trash get into the ocean to begin with? Like, that's pretty crazy. I mean, a little bit of trash is understandable, but that is huge. What can be done or what is already being done to clean up the area? What kind of animals are impacted the most? How would recycling help them? So you can see I've just dived into this topic a little bit more, okay? The main word here is you're going to choose one researchable topic. So you're going to pick a topic that actually you could go and find other articles online to find facts about. So when I was choosing my topic up here, I eventually ended up with the ocean pollution one. So I started to first go through it and say, well, are all of these topics researchable? And with my first one, I realized it's not. Like, my family really matters to me, but I could maybe find a few facts about my individual family, but not enough to write a whole report. So even though I love my family, that is not a good expository article or topic to choose. So I had to cross out my family. I'm not going to be researching that one. The rest of them, obviously, I could find out about ocean pollution. I could find out about traveling. I could research types of coffee. I could research organization skills, cooking skills. All of these I could probably research, except I got down to the last one, Hugoton, Kansas. Now, I could Google and find some stuff about Hugoton, Kansas, this little small town, but it is so small, it's too narrow of a topic, I think. I don't think I could write a huge, or not a huge, or several paragraph essay and make an infographic about it. I maybe could about the state of Kansas because that's more broad and general, but that little tiny town is probably not a good researchable topic for this assignment. So I crossed out that one too, and I went through and I looked at the ones that were left, and I just chose the one that I thought was currently the most interesting to me. This is a new topic for me to study, so I decided to go with ocean pollution. So you can see there's my web with all my stuff, okay? And then my last step is to just long write about it. I just wrote down everything I know. Now remember, a long write doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the full essay. It's just at least 7 to 8 sentences. Mine probably has a little bit more. I put what I already know, and I also started writing some of those questions, like I wonder about this. And you can read my example on my page today. Okay, so that's all we're doing today. That's your goal, is to go into your Canvas page. There will be a document just like the one you saw I did for yourself to start brainstorming. And remember, you have Monday and Tuesday to complete all 3 steps. This is due at the end of Tuesday. So take your time, list your topics, then take your time on the one that you want to do, your researchable topic on your web, and then start writing what you think. And then we will begin diving into finding our information this next couple weeks. Have a good day, writers.